Dave Ramsey's net worth is estimated to be anywhere from $100 million to a staggering $1 billion. But let me be clear, hard work isn't the key to this empire. I'm going to reveal the secret sauce behind Dave Ramsey's massive wealth, a strategy that's not about grinding harder, but smarter. I'll break down step by step how this approach works and share how I've helped loads of businesses increase their revenue using similar strategies. But first, let's hear directly from Dave Ramsey himself on how he built his money-making machine.
You could walk me through, just kind of lay of the land in terms of Ramsey Solutions as the business exists today, because I think it'll be helpful for the audience to give context.
Yeah, what ended up happening with us was we, classic entrepreneurs, we were a wee bit ADD. And so, just something flashy and shiny went in front of us, we would look at it but it all came through the funnel of, or the filter of, does this serve our mission? And our mission is just to help people with common sense education and empowerment in some area in their life. It started in the money piece. And so when I first started, I was working for free at a talk radio station, doing a little talk radio show on the local station. I printed a little book, started selling it out of the trunk of my car. So publishing was born, right? And then we did an event at the local Ramada Inn. So live events were born. And so each of these, in those days, everything was analog. Of course, the internet comes along, and one of these kids working for me comes in and goes, "Hey, we need a website." And I'm like, "What's that?" And so we built a website on one of those tiny little antique, you ought to look them up, they're cool. Those first little Apple computers, they look like a little shoebox. And he built us a site on there with Cold Fusion, and it was pitiful, but it was still cutting edge. It was a big time deal in those days because nobody had a website. We had one of the first people who had a web store to sell stuff because it was a platform. Again, platform. So we're platform agnostic. And anytime we see a new emerging platform, analog or digital, we're going to put our toe in the water and keep doing the ones we're already doing. We're not going to abandon them. If they die on their own, fine. If something runs its course, we're done with it. We just go on and do the next thing. And guy walks in my office in the early 2000s and says, "We need a podcast." And what's a podcast? I don't even know what this is. And we were certainly one of the first in talk radio to put a podcast out because the talk radio people resisted it. They were afraid it was competition. And now we end up today, we've got about 14 profit centers here inside the organization today. There's about 1,100 of us, a 650,000 square foot campus. We've got the Entree Leadership brand where we're teaching leadership and coaching small businesses. And we've got events around that, books around that. The book we're talking about today is from that idea. We've got a huge coaching business in that area, coaching small businesses, 200 and fewer team members. We've got all the stuff in the money space. Financial Peace University is now digital. It's no longer a VHS or a DVD or even an MP3. It's a digital format. We're rolling that up into slowly. We're in beta to slowly start to move pieces of that into the EveryDollar app, which is one of the largest budgeting apps on the planet right now. We've had 50 million downloads with that. That app is huge. It's exploding, and it's very robust. And then we've still got coaches over on the other end, and we still do small, high-end, ultra VIP platinum events where 25 people go to my event barn at my farm and hang out with me for a weekend. So we go all the way, we stretch the spectrum from the high margin, high touch, expensive thing all the way over to free on the EveryDollar app or free on the podcast consumption or the YouTube consumption. And all of these things, though, have to do with just, is there another way to preach this message? Is there another platform? So we're platform agnostic. Someone said, you're a best-selling author. No, that author is one of the things we do. You're a talk radio guy. No, but talking on the microphone is just one of the things we do. We're not married to any of them. I got one wife, and that's plenty.
Like I said, hard work didn't make Dave Ramsey rich. And why am I saying that? It's not because Dave Ramsey didn't work hard. I'm sure he did. But there are a lot of people in society who work hard, but unfortunately never amass the kind of wealth that Dave Ramsey has managed to do. For example, nurses or construction workers. So if that's the case, what did make Dave Ramsey so rich? Maybe you think Dave Ramsey created all of his wealth through YouTube. Well, kind of. Social media is the engine here for Dave Ramsey and his empire. Dave Ramsey has a weekly audience of 18 million people. Like he just saw him mention, anytime a new platform has arrived, he's always jumped on it. Back in the day, it was radio shows. He wrote his own book. Then he started a podcast. Now, if you go and check out TikTok, you'll see Dave Ramsey there. Every time there's a new platform, like Dave Ramsey just said, he is out there preaching to people on it. Why is he doing this? He helps people at scale for free. And then he's figured out products and services which these people who consume his content for free might be interested in paying him for. Some of his business ventures fail, some of them win, and he's now got 14 revenue streams which are winning for him. And this is all cultivated around the 18 million people which watch him on a weekly basis. Dave Ramsey isn't actually selling advice. He's selling trust. Dave Ramsey has built an audience of 18 million people, which is now a loyal audience all through social media. Many of them will never spend a penny with him, but will gain an immense value just following his content. Some of them might be interested in a low ticket offer, such as some of his apps, and others of them are going to spend $4,000 on a coaching program or $10,000 on a VIP event. Social media lets Dave Ramsey scale trust by turning viewers into superfans, which then fuel his 14 different businesses. If you're wondering what the key message here is, the key message is Dave Ramsey built an empire around cultivating an audience, which he can then sell products and services to, all around the fact that he's actually helping these people, some for free and some for paid. This strategy works for a variety of clients. I work with a diving school. I work with a lawyer. I work with people selling education, people in the stock market space. There is just a huge amount of businesses which can thrive in this environment. You might be wondering why I know so much about this. Well, I have my own business where I help entrepreneurs and businesses scale through content generation, through social media. Social media is the engine for these guys in getting more business. For example, I help a law firm. They're able to get more clients, each worth $10,000. Sometimes they get 5 or 10 a month from social media. I help someone who has a community and it's a paid community. And this community is worth $2,000 a year to be in. And he has scaled that through his social media. I help another guy who sells a course, and he generates tens of thousands of dollars every single month selling a course through social media. This strategy works. It's worked for Dave Ramsey. You can all see that for yourself. I've seen it personally work multiple times for multiple different businesses in multiple different niches, ones which I haven't even mentioned today. All I would say to you guys is, if you have a business or you operate or work for a business, you should consider this. It might just be a gold mine for you guys. If you found this at all of any value, hit subscribe. Cheers.